She's got my report back so I can send off my forms for my CCP disability for not social services, but Canadian pension, early pension for disability. For some retarded reason, they had to talk to my mother, which doesn't fucking make sense in none of their police reports, to get more false news and accusations, which made me rage because my mom knows nothing about me. She's just a stupid fucking retard who watched my stepfather, Dave Lyon, who adopted me at 11, slap me in the back of the head and give me concussion after concussion after concussion, and put weird drugs in our foods as we eat it, so we couldn't think or function properly, and not feed us the proper proteins in life. They also make us work, do paper routes and whatnot, and save up $5,000 after 3 years of fucking doing them. Then they took our $10,000, $5,000 each after 3 years of saving for the future of when we got out of school for college or whatnot, and said, hey, we'll give this back to you double in 7 years when you graduate so you can go to college or do what you want with it. Well, that never happened. They took the money, they went to Hong Kong, got remarried, and spent all their money and bought a bunch of useless jewelry. $50. That's what they said. Came back, said, oh, you can't have it yet. Bought one for me, one for my brother. You can have it when you're old enough and you know how to respect stuff and hold on to stuff. Because, you know, your last chain you got for silver from your grandma that had the cross on it got ripped off your neck in a football game at St. Patrick's in Red Deer, Alberta. And, yeah, you guys made hordes of money. You paid off a brand new Ford van, Econoline, 8-seater van in the 80s, a brand new Honda Civic in the 80s, a brand new house in the 80s in Red Deer, and how much you put away for your RSPs at the same time, and so forth. Then you sold the house because you didn't want to live there anymore, because Dave Lai beat the neighbor up with a 2x4 probably. What was his name? I don't remember, but his wife's name was Robin. Lived 2 doors down to the right of 30 Grimson Street. Filipinos, and then they lived, then Kevin Wendy lived, and then Joe lived, then some kid lived, another kid lived across the street. Then Butch lived on the corner. No, he lived one over from the corner. The house on the corner has a garage beside it. I won't tell you what was in the garage. Oh yeah, there's a pit in the garage on the right-hand side. No, left-hand side, sorry. Then Mrs. Anderson right beside that. And then Philip and Gary, who drove a blue van. Philip was a little boy who went around the school trying to say, we fucked him in the ass. He kind of looks like Juan. Then right beside them was somebody else. Can't remember. Right beside them was the guy that shot me with the 22. But I fucking put my fist in his fucking mouth and busted his front teeth. And then the Howard Corner house where I ripped my jacket. Then across the street was the 2 Doberman Pinschers who had jumped over the fence one day at me. Then the guy who looked like Santa Claus coming towards our house. Then Bernadette and Laura. Then Dwayne, then the Levers, then us. Pretty fucking simple. And the guy that had Santa Claus house, he had a loft-type sleeping area down in his basement. And above his mantle, he had a big piece of driftwood that he got from the West Coast. Well, it sucks. This stupid fucking abuse of words from my mother, who thinks she's a super doctor or nurse because she is a home care worker. Like I said, how does somebody abuse a drug when they don't have any money? Oh, they might try it here or there or something, but it's not called abuse if you're trying it. Oh, here's 5 glasses of pop, or 5 cans of pop. Is that abusing pop? Here's 4 kilos of fucking sugar for your coffee. Are you gonna abuse that sugar if you eat any more than that 5 kilos of sugar? Oh, here's 5 grams of cocaine. Is that abusing it? Oh, here's 2 tabs of ecstasy. Is that abusing it? Oh, here's a case of beer. Is it, you only drank that 1 case of beer your whole life? Is that abusing beer? Is that alcoholism? No, it isn't. It's, when it destroys your fucking life, absolutely. Which it never did. Mom, your premeditated act of assault when I came back to this valley by slapping, spitting me, throwing your ashtrays at me, and calling me no good for nothing was the start of the assault with the RCMP and everybody in this valley. There's a whole lot of people going down. Who cares if I die? If I take 1, 10, 1,000 down, I don't give a fucking shit. Like I said, I hope somebody jumps on your head and squishes the brains out of your head. I've done nothing wrong to you ever in my life, but oh yeah, die! That's the only thing I haven't done yet to make you fucking happy. Oh yeah, you asked for a $450 VCR in 1994 for your Christmas present, which I didn't have money for. Brady Dixon didn't get a Christmas present that year because of you, and Shane didn't want to help on that, and I didn't get a Christmas present even from you because you're such a greedy little fucking whore. And you've never gave me any present amounted to that ever in my life. You gave me a fucking pair of socks and a pair of fucking pants. You're worse than a Jewish woman, Mom. In the stories. I've never met a Jewish woman yet, so I don't know how a Jewish woman acts. I'm just thinking that way because that's what people say.